How are we doing for diesel? Diesel's fine. So excuse me while I concentrate a little. For some reason, I'm having an issue here where it doesn't come up with, at the top right it said there's the yellow word stop filling or start filling. For some reason I have to get out of the tractor and back in for that load point to activate, so I don't know what's going on there, but a little bit annoying. Anyway, let's get out of here, go do the last two fields. 3360 litres should be enough, and we can probably get paid again, because getting paid is good. You do a job, you get paid. 4,400, okay. So, two more. We're now at 35,000, so should be in the 40,000s by the time we're done with this. So that's a comfortable amount of money, and probably end the day at that point. We'll skip through till tomorrow. We'll get the big M out. We'll get I'll probably get the big thing. Zeroing out on the forage wagon, yes, and I will possibly. Did I not go the right way? Oops. I will possibly get the Axion out on the cultivator and see if there's cultivation contracts to get done. Oh, let's try not to work over somebody else's field. So yeah, nice quick job, or nice quick series of contracts, which just allows us to get things started, get some money in the bank, and then we have the long, tedious task of cutting a few fields. Said about 7. So, all of the rest of the contracts are on the left here. So that's good. I wasn't aware I could do that cut through. What I should have done was cut through one set of fields over, and that would have got me onto the main track north-south there. Ah. That's good enough.
That isn't working out what she said she would at 9.
Don't worry about it. Just leave it be.
Do you make a cinema
I'm done. I'm done. If you're out there and you hear the other beat, come tell me and I can get them out.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Okay. So we've got that nice crop of probably barley to the right, and actually 2 well-growing fields. That's nice. Oh, I'll get us in here. Oh, these are actually second stage fertilization. Good grief. Okay, gonna stick that on cruise control for a second and do a quick check on our dirt. Our dirt is estimated arrival today. Oops. Still estimated arrival today. Okay, that's fine. I like to keep track on it so that I know when to look out for it. So I probably have to turn off the alarm, go out, greet them, point out where I want it, and then that's all fine and wonderful. We also need to buy some plastic. We've got an area of sort of just rough scrub around the garage. Problem is it's the morning sun doesn't is blocked by the garage, and then you get sun for about an hour during midday, and then the house is in the way. So the ground is really just garbage ground. The soil might be good, but yeah, it's less than ideal for growing anything other than mushrooms. So our plan is to kill all the weeds there. I'll probably buy a border. I know you can get the little rubber strips. Put that in, cover the inside with plastic, so we're going to need another roll of plastic, and then get some gravel. I'm not sure how I'm going to get the gravel over there. I've got a sort of idea because we do have a very small tipper trailer for the lawn tractor. So I should be able to shovel gravel into that and then run it round behind the garage and cover the area with gravel. And if I've got a little border, that should hold the gravel in place. And it should make the area look nice, in spite of the fact the only time we ever look at it is if we're going down the stairs from the deck. However, we have our diesel generator back there, so having a weed barrier and gravel there should mean that we don't have to worry about weeds growing up into the generator and presenting a potential fire risk. So that's kind of a good thing.
Watch your smile, okay?
How am I doing? Am I doing okay? As I said, we'll do these two, we'll go back to the yard, we'll empty the tank. I can put the tank in the new shed, and I might swap the tractors over today so that the Axion is closest to the door. Although potential we could use the New Holland on the cultivator. The cultivator is only 180 horsepower requirement. New Holland should be able to cope with that. That said, I am having a couple of issues with that mod, which I think is something to do with interactive control. And I worked out what the special button on the joystick that I need to push for the 2 button things, if I bring up the help screen. 31 plus 24 change nitrogen reference value. Well, 31 is what on a normal joystick would be the gun trigger. So if I push that and button number 24, which I still have to look up the crib sheet to see which button's which number, because the buttons have nice pictures on them, not numbers. So then obviously you don't get the nice pictures in the help screen. So I think it's something, there's an F1 and an F2, and I think those are load and unload in conjunction with the trigger button. So now that I've found that out, I don't have to resort to looking up what the button is on the keyboard, because again, I haven't used the keyboard for most things forever, because up until now I've been using the Logitech side panel, and I've been using the Logitech side panel since Farm Sim 17. So don't ask me what button to connect a device, lower a device, raise a device, unfold a device. Got no idea what keyboard function that is. Okay, that looks good. Oh. Nope, that's camera. Oh. Nope, don't know what that is. We will have to lift that up a little bit so it's not scraping the crop. And press the go button. Okay, there we go. So there should be something on the joystick, and that might be alternate joystick function button. But anyway, I'll probably try and figure that out at some time. Oh, the weight needs repair. Gravity is working less powerfully on it. And in fact, everything else here needs a quick overhaul before we put it away. Obviously not going to need this until June 1, which is when our maize will be germinated and ready for weeding and fertilizing. So we will do that. Oh, all of the fields that we're converting to maize will also need lime. So that's quite a big deal. We've got to cut the grass. If we can, I'll try and mulch it. Then we've got to lime it.
Mommy, I got it to blow down by myself. Need a video game to do it.
What's that for? Your cereal?
I love this cereal.
Yeah, then we've got to lime it. We've got to
What was on that plate out there?
That's Mary.
seed it,
Okay.
plant it, whatever, and roll it. We've got 3 days to do that.
On the counter like I always do.
Okay, I'll give you some when that's ready, okay?
And
You want
then
some now, or you want to wait till it's ready?
next month will be weeding and spraying.
Now,
You're going to do it by yourself?
And we might be
what?
Okay.
getting close to harvesting barley and oats. Haven't decided whether I'm buying the grain mill yet. Yes, I was watching what's it? Virtual Farmer. Big mistake on his playthrough. One, he's growing pigs and he wasn't sure why his pigs didn't have 100% health. Animals need base food to affect their health. They might need other things to adjust it a little, but he had no base food, which is corn, for his pigs, which is why their health was 0. As soon as he added pig food in there, that tops up, or that increases the base food, and next morning his pigs were at 100% health. So that was that. And, yeah, I don't know why he might have forgotten that, because he does play with pigs far more frequently than I do. And then he got to the point where he's got a ton of barley in the farm silo that he now doesn't need for pig feed. So he decided to sell it, and one of the sell points was the bakery, but he decided to buy the bakery. Well, the bakery requires flour, not grain, so bit of a mistake there. So he spent 50,000 on the bakery. Now he still needs to buy the grain mill. Obviously that's something we're a little bit more aware of, because we were running a grain bread operation all through Maypole. And it's quite a good deal. Now obviously I have the side rule that once a perishable has been produced, you have to sell it. So you can store grain in a silo forever. Well, theoretically forever. For farm sim, what would be the word for it? For farm sim reasons, you would keep it in the silo because it's not the best price, and you harvest it. Generally, you harvest a crop at the worst time for sale. So we'll harvest our oats and barley, and the best time to sell them is January. We harvest them in July, so we have to wait half a year before we can sell them for the best price. Desperate need of the money, or desperate in need of a storage location, we would have to sell some mid-year. So that's kind of what we do with the silage. We sell that mid-year because I need those clamps for the next cut. So at best I can keep the clamp full for 3 months, figure out when the best price is likely to be, and then sell it during that 3-month period. But I've got to empty it because I need the silo for the next cut.
Yeah.
That was fun because like I don't choose this other had the exact same type
Now
of
with
orange
grain,
juice on it, even the container.
that's not going to be quite so much of an issue. I could buy a grain silo and just store the grain in the silo until best sell price, or I can dispense with the grain silo, which will probably cost me about 50 to 80,000, and buy the grain mill instead, the flour mill, whatever it's called, and make flour. Now, the production of flower takes a while, so that's a delay before best price. And you could not you could just not turn on the flour mill until you get close to best price, and then just turn it on and process the flour at that point. But my rules are everything that's produced in a month has to be shipped out the next month. So typically once every 4 weeks or thereabouts, or when I have a spare piece of time, I will go to a place that has perishables and just pick them all up and take them to a sell point, or take them to another production point. I mean, that's the thing with the grain mill. I can create flour. You can then buy the bakery and transfer the grain to the bakery. Now the bakery has storage internal. I mean, you could say they have external, internal storage for the distribution, but the distribution sits in the pickup point and is out in the open for the most part. So don't like crates sitting out in the open. So that's the premise behind that. Same with yard produce. If I had a what did we have? The greenhouse. That I say has to be sold every month. But you could get a cold store on the farm in order to put your tomatoes in the cold store, so you don't have to sell them immediately. You could delay longer shipping them to market, but there's ways around it. That's all I'm saying. Alrighty, that is done. Let's get paid. It's midday. There's nothing else to do. Collect, back. So 44,000, just shy of 45. That's not bad. Is there anything on sale at the store? We haven't looked at that yet. That's good. That's good too. That would be nice. I'd like to get into what's this one? Mulcher. I'd like to get into having a truck and trucking stuff, although that trailer is kind of limited. Cultiplow, that is 435 horse, not going to work for us. 8 meter cedar, manure truck. That should be a hoe, that should be a mulcher. Is that the same mulcher as the other one? Indeed it is. Well, there you go. Oh, and one of those. 220 horsepower, 44,000 litres. I think we're good with the one we have. So anyway, let's head back to the yard. Probably turn off crop sensors. Okay, and we'll go back to the farm this way. Because this will put us right by the silo. At least I think it will. Maybe it won't. Maybe I'll just get lost and end up coming in a different direction. So what else do we have to do? So that's good for today. That's the last day of April. Dull overcast.
Mommy, I kind of sound like the cinnamon rolls might be getting going because there's a weird noise coming.
Okay. Oh, this field up here is mine. Ah. Okay. That's cool. Excuse me? That Okay, I'm back. Not a thing I need to worry too much about, and phone is still charging. Of course, what I could have done was check the status of my dirt. But I think I can run to the yard, get this unloading.
Let's try to get a cinnamon roll.
Our fields are very streaky considering I am using crop sensors to get a more precise application. Okay, let's have a look. Dirt is still preparing my order. Estimated arrival today. Still flagged as same day delivery, which obviously not because same day was yesterday. Okay, what have we got in here? Yeah, we're going to have to pull the Axion out and swap it over. That needs fixed. Oh, that needs fixed. I think the Agco's the one on the Massey Ferguson. That needs fixed. Okay.